Raise your hand if you're over 40, over 50, over 60, you have creasing underneath your eyes, wrinkles, fine lines, and concealer is the bane of your existence. If you said yes and raised your hand, you are not alone. I'm 56. My name's Dawn. I'm with Just Doing My Best. I'm so glad that you're here. Today, we're going to talk about no budge under eye concealer. And I'm going to tell you, this is life-changing. I don't mean to sound over dramatic. I'm just saying. This is so easy to do. You're going to love this. Let's get started. Couple of things you're going to need. First is a setting spray. I have been testing out setting sprays. Right now, this is my favorite. This is the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray. I love this so much. And you know, I like to keep things super cheap and cheerful, so very affordable. And then use whatever your favorite concealer is. This is my concealer of the moment. This is the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer. You could pretty much use any concealer you wanted. And then you also need a concealer brush. This is the one I'm going to use, and I will link these down in the description below. First of all, I already have foundation on. If you have been here before, you know I do not apply foundation directly underneath my eyes. You can watch this video here. This video is all about how to get completely flawless foundation, regardless of whatever foundation you use. The other thing that I want you to know is I have very oily skin, even at 56. It often makes me say bad words. So I really want something that will keep my under eye concealer on my mature skin in place all day long, and this does that. Oh, you know what? I said setting spray, concealer brush, but I'm also going to use a color corrector. Let me take it out. The one that I'm using is the e.l.f. Putty Color Correcting Eye Brightener. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my setting spray and I'm going to lightly spray my concealer brush. I'm going to put that underneath my eyes. So basically you're laying the setting spray down first. Now I'm going to take my color corrector, just a little bit of color corrector, and this cancels out a lot of the darkness so that your concealer does not have to work so hard. And I just put whatever's left above my eye. And here is an extra little bonus tip for you. Because we want to be gentle right underneath our eye, I don't like to go right up to that lash line underneath my eye with a brush. So I just take the warmth of my finger and just kind of pat that the rest of the way right up underneath that lash line. And it's just another way to just kind of be a little bit more gentle to that skin underneath the eye. All right. Step one, complete. Now we're going to repeat what we just did, this time using concealer. So again, I'm going to spray my brush gently. Got a little too much. Tap some of that off on a paper towel. And I'm going to lay down that setting spray before I apply concealer. Apply concealer any way you want. I usually put some in the inner corner, the outer corner, very little right underneath my eyes. Remember to always take that outer dot and go up for a little bit more of a lifted look. We always want to make sure that we're applying concealer to that inner corner. That's where most of the darkness is. If you're like me, that inner corner I see on a lot of people gets neglected. And the bulk of my darkness, the bulk of my telltale lack of sleep, age, all of the things is right in that inner corner. So that's where I want to concentrate most of my concealer. Now, if you are more normal to dry skin and you want to stop right there, you absolutely could, because now you could absolutely make this a powderless under eye makeup application. I encourage you to try that. For my oily skin gals, I am going to set this just a little bit with powder. This is no budge. It will stay all day long. When I am completely done with my makeup, I will spray a little bit of setting spray to lock the entire look in place, and that under eye stays all day, I'm telling you. It is so good. You are not going to believe it. Let me finish my makeup. Now we're all set and ready to go, and this concealer will last all day long without budging. If you try this, I'd love for you to come back and let me know how it worked for you. And if you're interested in hearing more about under eye setting powders, watch this video next. And I tested some setting powders and I showed you exactly how I set my mature under eye. But if this was helpful, I hope that you will like this video, subscribe, come over and find me on Facebook or Instagram at Just Doing My Best. Go out today and be blessed and do your best.